The focus standards covered in this lesson are Reading Foundations 2.3, which is to know and apply grade-level phonics and word analysis skills in decoding words. The primary standard being covered in this lesson is Reading Foundations 2.3.C, which is to decode regularly spelled two-syllable words with long vowels. This video will provide information on how to divide multisyllabic words. This video will also provide a lesson plan that you can use to teach a small group of students struggling with this standard. According to 95% group, students will encounter 6 syllable types while reading. Although having a strong foundation in understanding these 6 different syllable types is important, students need to be given strategies for decoding multisyllabic words. When dividing syllables, it is important to always first point out the vowels. Then look to see how many consonants are between the vowels. The word inside has 2 consonants between the vowels, so the syllables are divided between the consonants N and S. The word pretend has only 1 consonant between the vowels, so the syllables are divided after the first vowel. When dividing syllables with more than 2 consonants between the vowels, make sure consonant blends and digraphs remain together in the syllable. For example, the blend SCR in the word inscribe is kept together, just as the digraph TH in the word athlete is kept together. The lesson plan provided, which can be accessed through Edify, targets students who struggle decoding 2-syllable words. In order for this lesson to be successful, it needs to be administered daily and in a small group of no more than 5 students. This lesson assumes that your students have a strong foundation in decoding words with the closed, open, and silent E syllable type. The materials that you will need for this lesson plan include the Rules to Remember chart, 2-syllable word page, the Dividing Syllables independent practice page, and formative assessment on Edify. You will want to begin your lesson by setting the purpose. Explain to students that as second graders, they will be coming across longer, trickier words, and that we will need to learn strategies that can help us figure out those tricky words. Continue your introduction by building their interest. Show them a multisyllabic nonsense word, and ask volunteers to share how they think the word is pronounced. You will hopefully get a couple variations of how the word is pronounced, which will show students how important it is to know the rules for decoding words. Tell students that by the end of the lesson, you will be able to decode this nonsense word. Next begins the teacher model. Introduce the Rules to Remember chart. Have this chart readily available for students to reference during the lesson and throughout the day. Show students a 2-syllable word like broken. Tell students that you are going to first point to the vowels. Next, you will look at how many consonants are between the vowels. You see only 1 consonant. Refer to your Rules to Remember chart and point out that since there is only 1 consonant, you need to divide the syllables after the first vowel. Draw a line so that students can see the division. Now, use your knowledge on the syllable types to read each syllable. The first syllable is an open syllable. The vowel sound says O. The syllable says bro. The second syllable is closed. The vowel sound says eh. The syllable says ken. Finish by reading the whole word broken. Model these same steps with the second word revise. Start by pointing to the vowels. Count how many consonants are between the vowels. Since there is only 1 consonant, draw a line dividing the syllables after the first vowel. Then read each syllable. The first syllable is an open syllable. The vowel sound says E. The syllable says re. The second syllable is silent E. I know the sound will say I. The syllable says vise. The word is revise. The next part of the lesson is the guided practice. Start by giving students a 2-syllable word page. Have them fold the paper into fourths so that they only see one word at a time. Give them a marker or pencil to use when dividing the syllables. Walk students through the steps of decoding the multisyllabic words as a group. Continue practicing until you feel students are ready for the independent practice. Give students the dividing syllables independent practice page. Students will draw a line to divide the syllables and will practice reading the multisyllabic words. After students have finished, have them take turns explaining how they divided one of the words. Before sending students off, show students the nonsense word that was introduced to build interest. Give students another opportunity to read the nonsense word. Students should be able to apply their syllable division rules to decode this word correctly now. To check understanding, use the remaining words from the independent practice to assess whether students need more support. After you feel that students have mastered this standard, have students take the formative assessment on Edify.